coming to filmmaking, where there are quite some interesting tools out now, or some of them are announced, and one of those now almost released tools is called Lightrix or LTX Studio. I just have to find the right image here. Okay. And that's a quite interesting software in my opinion. It gives you the ability to create a full, let's say, movie, maybe not 1.5 hours at the moment, but yeah, quite a full storyline created from AI. The only thing you have to do is to drop in your narrative story, and then
Wow.
you get automatically generated scenes with avatars that were created for your protagonists, for example. And you get a scene layout with, let's say, 5 or 10 scenes, and you can jump into the scenes and change stuff, or say, no, my avatar has to look differently. You can do that with text prompts. You can do that with in paint. There are images generated already. You can go into the images and paint into them and stuff like that. So it's a little bit like the tools that we know to make videos in AI, like Runway and Pika. But here you have this organization of a little bit of filmmaking in the background already, right? So it sets up scenes for you. You can rearrange and
Mind
stuff like that.
blowing.
So it's interesting. I have a video to that. I could show
Oh,
some
wow. Yeah.
little points. It is not yet available for everyone. It's basically on the I think they on the wait list, right? If you want to use it, you have to join the wait list at the moment. But some people, like this nice person here, has a YouTube channel, did already test it. And I just wanted to show some parts just to see a little bit how that works. And yeah, what he does here, I will roll the video, and we will have some seconds to see what he does.
But all you have to do is simple one sentence or a full synopsis text here. And I have one that's about a paragraph long. And I just came up with a simple idea that kind of combines a couple of my favorite movies. But this is a computer programmer that finds out that the government is building a AI replica of our globe in order to run some tests. And then he finds out the people in that world don't know they're in a simulation, and he wants to put a stop to it. Now, in a few seconds, I'm going to get this box that gives me some really unique control. So I could type in cinematic inspiration here with a couple of words. It's done a good job, futuristic, cyber thriller. And next, you could change the visual style. So if you don't want photorealistic, which is cinematic, kind of gives you a photorealistic look to your movie, you could do 3D modeling or anime or comic book. And look at this. Look at the amount. Look at how many different options I have over here. This is the most complete set of options I've seen when it comes to visual style for any type of movie that we want to create, or any type of video. Aspect ratio. If we're creating a movie, 16:9 is correct, but let's say, what if we're trying to do something vertical for some kind of social media platform that needs vertical, right? We have TikTok, we have Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. This is one of my favorite parts about this app, and we're only on the first page, but right here, it's going to create characters for you with different names here. Now, within each of these, you have a lot of control. Let me just press edit here. For example, you could change the appearance, the clothing, and the voice. Okay, so let me just play one just so you hear it.
If one is lucky, solitary fantasy can totally transform one.
How fantastic would that be for a voice of a character, or the narration voice here?
It's really like a little movie studio, right? And you just always give a text prompt and you get results there that you can refine. I think it's impressive. And for people that are not skilled in organizing films and setting them up, well, that's a good entry, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Did you watch the full video and see how it looked at the end?
Yes, I did. And it really looked nice. I mean, it's not Sora, right? We will talk about that later. It's not the quality of Sora that we saw from OpenAI. That is much more high quality. But again, it gives you all these little hints and helpers to organize your movie. And this is, in my opinion, quite unique. I don't know if you have any other tool in mind, John, that is similar. What do you say?
You know, when I see these images, I automatically think Stable Diffusion backend, right? And I think you sort of hit the nail on the head as far as I'm concerned. Until and if Sora comes out, I really feel that, all of these tools are, reaching for the stars and not being able to get there based on the technology that they're using, because the technology that Sora is using is completely different. But again, what remains to be seen is how much it's going to cost and how much power it utilizes to produce, whatever it does.
Still, like for me, within a few years of all of this stuff coming out, this is super impressive to have like the assistance that it's able to do and the empowerment. I think like the amazing thing of like creating new content is truly amazing, but also having this, like wrapping your mind around, okay, how about people that have these projects that they've filmed and archived over the years that they were never able to do anything with? And now to have, I feel like that's going to be coming along the line too, this assistance to where, I don't know people, if you're not very educated with filmmaking and whatnot, the editing can tend to be the hardest part. You watch some of these videos from years ago, you don't even know how many hours, the tens of like some hundreds of hours, like, some of these like little videos that I did, I know I put 40, 50, 60 hours of editing in it. The stuff that's being able to be done now, it's truly, truly like so impressive. I'm so grateful to even know that, the assistance is coming, that I couldn't hire the professional editor to, I have hired some semi-professional editors, but they're very, very, very expensive, and only not a lot of people are able to afford, that kind of assistance. So to know that this kind of stuff is coming, I'm truly grateful. It's going to change everything. It's so powerful.
Yeah, I would really agree. I would really agree, Mystery. So that I think especially for people that are not in a studio already or in a professional and whatever kind of environment in this case, they get this full-blown framework they can use. And if they just want to make a little movie for the birthday of their grandma or whatever, it's a lot. Or for their children, that is on their web page from LTX Studio. When you go to the web page, you see how a mother is creating a nice story together with her little son, and then they have a little movie together. Maybe you do that every week with your children, just for fun or whatever. There's so many possibilities with that. So yeah, I think it's a really cool idea. And well, John, I definitely agree. It is obviously something like open source, like Stability AI code in the background. Must not be bad. What I saw as results was really good. So yeah, I think this tool has a chance. But again, yeah, we will see how that impacts the film industry. And we have to go on to the next topic. Running out of time here. So when we jump over now to our next point, and that is about Sora